priest from a small town out on those Kansas plains. To the soldiers who walked beside him, they would never forget his name. He was chaplain, he was father, he was just one of the guys. But to this day they still say he's the one who saved their lives. They were all brothers in that forgotten war, fighting for freedom in a land they'd never been before, dodging bullets and freezing from the cold. A lot of them were boys, their first time away from home, but they had someone who would never leave their side. And he would say, "Someday we'll be home at last, smell supper cooking on the stove. Home at last, back to family and friends we love and know. It might seem like we're a long time gone, but boys, those days they won't last. Someday soon we'll all be home at last." While he was taken captive in that war-torn land, 'cause he wouldn't retreat, he wouldn't leave those wounded men. They were marched for miles, barely shoes on their feet, but Father would say, "Come on boys, you can always lean on me." When times got tough, he was there with that helping hand. And he would say, "Someday we'll be home at last, smell supper cooking on the stove. Home at last, see family and friends we love and know. It might seem like we're a long time gone, but boys, those days they won't last. Someday soon we'll all be home at last." Well, they were all starving and a lot of good men died, and Father would bless them as they said their last goodbyes. He suffered and sacrificed trying to keep them all alive. He'd offer up his life just to help them survive.
He gave us our lives, but we couldn't give him his. We didn't stand up for him enough that day. We didn't.
Well, his boys all gathered around him. They didn't want him taken away. Their father, their padre, they would fight to keep him safe. But Father said, "You gotta stop, you gotta let me go. I'm going to where I've wanted to be, and that's what you need to know. Tell my folks back home I died a happy death. And boys, I'm going home last. I smell supper cooking on the stove. Home at last, I see family and friends I love and know. When I get there, I'll say a prayer for you all, and you'll never be alone. Boys, I'm finally going home at last."